Hey, what's going on, Taurus? So here's your bi-monthly love reading for September 23rd to October 6th. Remember, guys, that this is just a general love reading, so just take what applies. And regarding the energies and messages that do apply, they can switch up on any given instance regarding you or the person in question today. So the best thing to do is just to apply that energy and or message to that specific individual regarding you or the person in question for you. And also, cross-watchers, apply the energies and the messages within the same manner. Okay, Taurus, so you come into the reading with the Five of Pentacles. Okay, reversed. Yeah, I'll show you again. Five of Pentacles reversed. And the four cards that popped out for you. The Queen of Wands reversed. Maybe you could be dealing with the Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius individual. The Ten of Pentacles reversed. The Four of Pentacles reversed. And the Three of Wands reversed. Okay. Don't worry about the reversals. We'll talk about it. And for your partner, the person in question, they come into the reading with the Seven of Pentacles reversed. And the four cards that popped out for them. The Chariot, maybe you could be dealing with the Cancer. The Hierophant, so here's Taurus. Maybe you could be dealing with another Taurus, possibly. The Seven of Wands reversed. And the Hangman reversed for your partner, the person in question. All right, Taurus, let's see what's going on for you. Taurus, what I'm initially getting here, it's I'm picking up like a reservoir of pent up anger, like aggression, with like a little bit of regret, but it's more of like frustration I'm feeling here for you, Taurus. But I can see you're working through it. Because you no longer feel left out per se. You no longer feel like you're out of the equation. I just picked up, maybe some of you are glad that you're out of the equation. But what I can see here, it's almost, Taurus, like you went against your better judgment regarding this relationship. Maybe, I feel like you found yourself kind of always at like the brink of, I just picked up destruction maybe for some of you, but I'm picking up more of like the brink of like explosion of like anger. I'm really getting here. Like never being fully satisfied in terms of like to manifest or to have confidence within the relationship, because there was a lot of non-committal situations, or there was just really no commitment period, you know, or maybe you thought that there was at certain times, but I'm just feeling like there was really a lack of commitment overall. And the thing about it is, like, if this individual for you wanted to commit, they could, but they really didn't want to. It was more of them just really not wanting to, or the negligence in wanting to do so. And I can see here, Taurus, that like you gave a lot. You didn't want to hold back anything. You wanted to give yourself organically. You wanted to give yourself a lot. Or at least I just picked up more than you normally do within relationships. But it just seems, Taurus, like all the decisions that you made, they either were like the wrong ones, or things didn't work out, or they just never came to fruition. But I'm feeling like they did, but it's like, it's almost like you can never manifest something viable. You couldn't manifest something I just heard to call your own. Interesting here. But I'm really feeling, Taurus, like you're working through this energy, but you still have a lot of animosity, a lot of anger, and it's built up from frustration, from like lack of understanding, lack of maybe your partner, the person in question, not understanding you not understanding them. It's almost like on the brink of like you feel like you wasted your time a lot. You put a lot of effort into this, and it's, Taurus, it's turned into that anger and that animosity, you know, but I can see you're working through it though. For your partner, the person in question, for them coming into the reading, it's kind of like they knew possibly that it wasn't going to work out. They kind of I just picked up and heard they played the victim. Interesting. It's like this. They planted apple seeds and then they wanted an orange tree. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm really getting here. And I'm picking up, like, for your partner, the person in question, there was a lot of delusion in terms of, like, they wanted to move forward. They felt like it was okay to move forward. They wanted to, like, solidify the relationship, and you were their boo, and they wanted to make you the one, you know what I mean? Which is not a problem. But when I see the surrounding cards here, it's like they wanted the relationship, they wanted to solidify it, they wanted to possibly marry, possibly start a family, you know, those types of relationship dynamics. They wanted to solidify with you, but at the same time, they didn't want to defend the relationship. They didn't want to rise to the occasion. I can see here. And there's also something here where, like, maybe your partner, the person in question, it's like they weren't really good observers. I'm picking up here. Like, maybe they didn't pick up social cues. They didn't pick up your energy. Maybe when things started to maybe decline, they didn't really pick it up, or maybe they didn't want to pick it up. You know what I mean? It's a lot of delusion here. Like, it's like you wanted full-time, Taurus, and they wanted weekend visits. Like, and I hate to say that, but that's kind of the energy I'm picking up here. It's like they were very on the fence. They wanted it, and then they didn't, and then they were like, you the one. And then it was like, but then they didn't want to solidify, they didn't want to defend the relationship, they didn't want to stand up for it. It was a lot of going back and forth, and then you feeling like you don't know if you're coming or going. And it's like, and I'm also getting here too, like, they didn't even want to wait around for the relationship to flourish. They didn't even give it a chance to flourish. So it's like they walked into the relationship like almost with the motive I'm picking up here. But they're very disconnected, I feel, Taurus, from their higher self, from, I don't want to say from spirit or from God, you know what I mean? Because that's casting judgment, and we're all connected whether we are aware of it or not. But it's more of like they're not very, they don't make decisions from their heart, from a heart-based reality, I'm feeling here. And I just picked up for you guys too, maybe for your partner, the person in question, they don't take the other person into consideration, the other person's feelings into consideration before they make decisions, I'm feeling here. Oh, sorry to bring you a reading like this, Taurus, but at the bottom of the deck for you, the Seven of Pentacles upright. Okay. Yeah, and the Magician here. Maybe you're dealing with an Aries individual, possibly. You know, Taurus, I know you like it straightforward, so I'm going to give it to you like that. At the bottom of the deck for you, the Seven of Pentacles here upright. Your partner, the person in question, comes into the reading with the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So it's like you were waiting, you were willing to wait for it to flourish, and they weren't. You were patient and they weren't. I just wanted to point that out to you, know, if that makes sense for some of you. But I can see here, Taurus, that, you know, I feel like you learned a lot about self-value and self-worth, you know what I mean? And you learned, like, you learned a new aspect of yourself in terms of how much energy you're going to put forth into relationships or into situations. I also just picked up for you that you're now maybe at a point in your life where now you're taking a step back to realize or to come to the conclusion or to be observant in terms of like, how much is that other individual putting in? Are they putting in the same amount before you put any more in? Interesting. That's what I'm kind of getting for you. For your partner or the person in question, at the bottom of the deck, they have now the Knight of Swords reversed. Maybe you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius individual. And yeah, it's interesting. The Ace of Wands here as well. Now, I'm getting for your partner, the person in question, they didn't want to confront the serious matters of the relationship. It was more of just like, hey, let's do this. Hey, I have an idea. Hey, let's go here. Hey, let's do it. It was a lot of that very, I don't call it immature, it was very youthful spirited, which is not a problem. But they didn't, but when it came down to like the real issues, when it came down to like the work, you know what I mean? They didn't want to confront that. They didn't want to take the end of the deal. I'm feeling here, Taurus. Sorry to give you such a reading here, but that's what I'm getting for you, Taurus, during this time. If you'd like to book a personal reading, Taurus, check the description box below. There you'll find my contact email and all other ways to contact me and get a hold of me. If this reading resonates with you, Taurus, go ahead and tap the like or thumbs up button. Let me know. And also feel free to comment, share, and to subscribe to the channel if you're not. Also remember to tap the bell to turn it red, so you guys can be immediately notified of new uploads and new readings, and also if I'm ever live within the future, and I plan to be. And also, Taurus, make sure to check out the monthly generalship readings that I upload for you guys for a spiritual approach to your guys' situations and circumstances. All right, Taurus, you're gonna be okay. I even had a little trouble getting that out, but you're gonna be fine. This was at the bottom of the deck for you, so you have the Magician here. You got a plan. You're gonna be all right. All right, Taurus, we'll see you.